Good afternoon. Are you the owner of this med spa? Fantastic. I'm actually a rep in the area. This is my first time in here. My name is Matt Kinmore. I'm with InMode. What is InMode? I'm surprised you haven't heard of us. We're actually the fastest growing aesthetic device company in the industry. And I'm actually in between appointments, so I only have like literally a few seconds, couple minutes max. But I popped on your website as I was driving by towards my appointment, and I looked online and I noticed that you guys were only doing Botox and filler, some skin care, some Latisse, and some hormones, and noticed that you had no technology, period. So I had to stop in here. I wanted to pop in and tell you just a quick, brief intro about InMode and see if it's something that's interesting to you, and maybe we can set something up for next week, maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday. I have a couple of afternoon slots available. But InMode, again, one of the fastest growing aesthetic device companies in the industry. What's unique about InMode is all of our technology is platform based. Everything's workstation oriented. What that means is there's multiple handpieces for multiple revenue streams. And typically when I pop into offices like this and I get just a few minutes with the owner, I'm able to uncover and tell a little bit more about what I like to call the wheel of aesthetics. I'm not going to draw it out for you now because we don't have a lot of time. But typically in your market and in your industry, people usually start with Botox and filler. They get into skincare and, some Latisse and things like that. And then what's next is typically skin tightening. And so that is where literally we're the best. We have installed over 1,000 Morpheuses across the country within a year. And it's put us on the map, and even more so. You're like, what's Morpheus? I'm, again, surprised you haven't heard of it. It's RF microneedling, radio frequency microneedling. It's bipolar RF. And so we're kind of the godfathers of RF. But what's unique about Morpheus is that the different depths we're able to treat and get to. So we can do very superficial on the epidermis at 0.5 millimeters, or we can go 4 millimeters, all set and controlled by you, the practitioner, on the device. And get to that fat layer. So we're able to treat the epidermis, dermis, and fat. There is not one other competitor in this industry that is able to do that. If you took all of our probably 8 to 10 competitors combined and counted up and tallied how many systems they've put in across the US for RF microneedling, and then you put that up compared to InMode and how many Morpheus that we've done, it doesn't even compare. We've done more. The reason for that is because we're the best. So this is the tip right here, as you can see. And so we're able to penetrate up to 4 millimeters in depth. And again, with the heat component behind it, we're really able to get that significant tightening, lifting, and coagulate that fat underneath. So we're treating everything from fine lines and wrinkles to active acne, acne scars, hyperhidrosis, your crow's feet and on the corner of your eyes, festoons, the fat bags right under your eyes. We can treat some laxity on the abdomen, knees, arms, essentially everywhere. So if this is something that you'd like to hear a little bit more about, again, I have a couple of slots open next week. You'd like to hear more? Fantastic. Well, let's do that. Looking at my calendar here, I have Tuesday at 2 o'clock if that works for you. I'll come in, we'll be able to sit down, get into a little bit more detail, go into some more clinical, get into some ROI, and see if this is something that makes sense, because you guys look like the perfect fit. Awesome. Looking forward to seeing you next week. Thanks so much.